The European Commission on Wednesday formally presented a long-awaited plan to deepen integration of economic policies in the 27 member states of the European Union. The plan is about reinforcing economic governance in the Union. It effectively means that the monetary union is going to be expanded with a full-fledged economic union.
Before this crisis, the Commission was already making strongly the case for the need for increased policy coordination, reinforcement of governance of the euro area, and further coordination of economic policies. At that time, it was not so fashionable to speak about these issues. Today, people accept it more openly. And I think now we have the conditions to do it because it really must be done now.
The proposal comes at a critical time. It was presented just over 48 hours after the governments of the eurozone countries agreed a safety net package of €750 billion to prevent the government debt crisis in Greece from spilling over to other countries. Barroso's plan has 4 key elements. First, reinforce compliance with the rules of the Stability and Growth Pact and better coordination of spending policies in the member states.
Let's be clear. Without sanctions, it will not be enough the credibility. So we insist on that word. It is important for member states to respect the Stability and Growth Pact, to have this kind of incentives, because if not, it will not be considered credible. Of course, we hope not to use it, but that's why the architecture we have is to announce the possibility of suspending the funds, giving the member states some time to correct their deficits, so that afterwards they are not affected by that suspension. So it will not be immediate. The idea is to create an incentive for compliance.
Second, broader surveillance of macroeconomic imbalances. This means especially eurozone countries will be more involved in each other's economic policies. Then there will be the creation of a European semester. The budget years in some European countries do not match the normal calendar. From next year onwards, all member states will draft a budget for the 12-month period starting in January. And finally, there will be a crisis management framework. Clear and credible procedures will be set up to help eurozone countries in distress. According to the Commission, that is necessary to preserve the financial stability in the euro area.
We would want to propose a permanent and robust mechanism for crisis management, which would, of course, learn from the experiences we have had and ensure that there is strong conditionality always involved in this mechanism.
Because of the severity of the crisis, the European Commission says it supports what it calls swift progress on the reform agenda. More detailed proposals will be presented to the European Parliament and the EU member states in the coming months. Raymond Franken, EurActiv.